Welcome to our Mock Interview Pro Series. Today, we're diving into the world of data officers. Whether you're prepping for an interview or just curious about the role, we've got you covered. Let's jump right in, Barmgon, with our first question. Can you share an experience where you successfully set up a data governance framework at your organization? Interviewers ask this to see your hands-on experience with data governance and how you've driven success. Here are some pointers to help you tackle this question. Pick a project where you were in charge. Talk about the core parts of the framework you use. Explain how you worked with the stakeholders involved. Mention the positive outcomes of your efforts. Use numbers or data to highlight the success. Now, let's look at how you might answer this.
At XYZ Corp., I spearheaded the setup of a data governance framework. I began by evaluating our data landscape and defining ownership roles. Partnering closely with IT and compliance, we established data policies. Within 6 months, data quality metrics improved by 40%.
By the way, we're only covering a handful of questions in this video, but I've prepared a free PDF with all 30 top interview questions for Data Officer. It also includes example answers and tips to help you prepare with confidence. The download link is just below. Tell me about a time you collaborated with a cross-functional team to tackle a data-related issue. What role did you play? This question is all about your teamwork skills and how you contribute in a collaborative environment. Let's explore some strategies for responding effectively. Choose an example where teamwork was crucial. Clearly outline your role and contributions. Describe the problem and the data involved. Highlight the outcome and your key takeaways. Mention any tools or methods you used. Here's an example of how you could frame your answer.
In a recent initiative, I collaborated with the marketing and IT teams to enhance customer segmentation. As the data analyst, I used SQL to extract key data segments. Our refined strategy boosted campaign success by 20%. This experience underscored the importance of cross-departmental communication.
Can you describe a scenario where you led a team in a data-driven project? What challenges did you encounter and how did you overcome them? This question focuses on your leadership skills and how you handle obstacles in a project setting. Consider these tips to craft a compelling response. Select a project that showcases your leadership. Clarify the project's objectives and your role. Identify any major challenges like data issues or team dynamics. Explain what you did to resolve these challenges. Share the results and any lessons learned. Here's how you might structure your answer.
In my previous job, I led a team tasked with developing a predictive analytics model for customer retention. We faced data inconsistencies causing delays. I organized cross-functional meetings to set data standards, which improved data quality. Ultimately, we increased retention rates by 15% within 6 months.
Imagine a data breach has occurred in your organization. What steps would you take to handle the situation? This question assesses your ability to manage crises and safeguard data integrity. Here are some steps you might consider. Quickly gauge the breach's scope and impact. Inform the necessary stakeholders and management. Collaborate with IT and security teams to control the breach. Communicate openly with affected parties. Conduct a post-incident review to tighten security. Let's see an example response.
First, I would bring the security team together to understand the breach's scope and pinpoint affected data. I'd then notify management and stakeholders. We would implement measures to secure systems and ensure clear communication with affected individuals. Finally, I'd spearhead a comprehensive review to enhance our security protocols.
Your company is about to migrate data to a new system. How would you plan and execute this migration? This question reveals your strategic planning abilities and your approach to handling complex data migration projects. Here's how you might approach your answer. Evaluate the current data environment and identify critical data. Create a detailed migration plan, setting timelines and roles. Conduct data mapping to ensure smooth data transfer. Implement thorough testing to confirm data integrity. Organize training sessions for staff on the new system. Now, let's look at a sample response.
Initially, I'd assess our data environment to spot crucial data sets. Next, I'd draft a migration plan with a timeline and assign roles. We'd then map data from the old system to the new one. Post-migration, thorough testing would ensure data integrity, followed by staff training for a seamless transition.
Before we wrap up, remember you can get all 30 questions, example answers, and step-by-step tips in a handy PDF. Totally free, just grab it below.